wake up, y'all. I just ate and I want to clear the energy. And I wasn't getting back on here. I kept demand your respect, and because I mentioned Virgo Leo, I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to get this channel message out that Uncle James Brown want me to get out. I don't be wanting to do it, but he know I'm going to do it for him because that's my dude. But I'm going to do a reading, and then I'm going to just share this. It may have something to do with somebody that's a Virgo or Leo, Cusper or Virgo or Leo. Yeah, they don't want me to get this out. It's okay. It's like, okay, when you channel, so just expect stuff like this to happen because this is a magic tarot channel. So I share stuff that's going on as far as on a spiritual level or some things that I experienced through astral flight or, you know what I'm saying, just different experiences. So you'll kind of get a gist of what you just watching, you know what I'm saying, what you allowing yourself to watch. You can penetrate your subconscious mind, etc., etc. But anyway, when you are a generational curse breaker, you just go through different shit. You know what I'm saying? And it depends. If you sleep with somebody, you could potentially, especially if you were a past life connection, you could potentially, that's how a root works. You ever seen the roots of a tree? You don't know where it's going to lead to. You don't know who you're going to be related to, who you could be related to. You don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? And you find out some things in astral travel. Some people understand how it works. Some people don't have a fucking clue. You know what I'm saying? So, at the time of this particular channel I'm going to share, I was listening heavily to Uncle James Brown. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bad mother. She's a bad mother. And so it was like all this shit that was going on during like civil rights movements and stuff like that. And I'm doing it on purpose. Like I'm literally going to sleep to Uncle James Brown because I know I'm going to end up in a channel in the astral travel where he's going to show me some shit that was happening back in the day that's relevant to right now. That's what you call kind of getting to the root of something. Everybody doesn't have the gift. Some people get fucked up trying to even delve into it. You know what I'm saying? However, I'm so used to it, I just came up with a method to, you know, try to understand, sort of like East meets West, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what actually was going on back then? Because y'all kind of talk about it, but don't. We got all this shit going on with this witchcraft over here in America. Oh, I don't know what's going on, but you see how they doing me. I know it's something going on, but I know that y'all didn't really touch on that. And then, you know, with the Africa situation, you know what I'm saying? You be just trying to understand, man. So, this shit about to be like, y'all about to be like, what? Man, I don't understand how they made it. Some of my family members that's alive right now that I know that's like in the mid 70s, upper 70s, 80s. Like, oh boy. Like, oh really? Like when Uncle James Brown was the man. You know what I'm saying? Sitting on planes and shit. With a Carhartt jumper on. And he's a entertainer, but one of the first black men to ever fly a plane. And own his own plane. So, anyway. Oh, shit. This is such a drag-ass channel. It was the worst, like, one of the worst channels. I say that about all of them because some of them are really, really terrible. And then I have, by me, when I linked with my divine masculine, his father came in my living room. And I'll be tired of telling that story, but it's relevant to the channel. I'm trying to show y'all something. Sometimes when you sleep with people, you end up really, if you had any type of connection, you could end up astral traveling with one of their motherfucking ancestors. You know what I'm saying? They'll take you through the ringer. You be kind of like, what the hell am I dreaming about? Who is this old man? You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like that. It was kind of like I was really doing it for Uncle James Brown to try to understand some of the shit that was happening to me and on the witchcraft side because I'm really interested and it killed my mother. So I'm gonna dig on to this shit. Like, let's get it in. You know what I'm saying? So by his father, by the guy that I was calling my divine masculine by, his father being born around that time in the South. I mean, we are black. I mean, I guess it kind of all kind of integrated together, and I was just seeing like what they went through at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? On the juke joint side, on the chitlin circuit side, on the what they used to call it, like on Color Purple. You know what I'm saying? When Suge used to do her thing, the juke joint like that, or after hours spots, shit like that. Like that, y'all. Basement party, shit like that. This particular channel was like at a big ass juke joint, but it was on the underground side, and then everybody knew, everybody went, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like only the people knew in the South that everybody go to this place to go like party and jam. No police know it's there, kind of like a hidden little, you know what I'm saying? Man, let me tell y'all, I was walking through this shit. Man, when I say the women was vicious, it was creepy scary. It was like, how the fuck did y'all make it? No, for real. No. Hold up. This is me in the channel. Like, no, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking to him, like, how in the fuck did y'all make it through this shit, bro? This is fucked up. I'm really scared. Not really. What the fuck is this? It was so weird. I swear to God. It was so weird. Oh, it was so weird. It reminded me of Sons of Anarchy. Y'all ever watch Sons of Anarchy? Y'all know they had a little place they play pool at. It's like their little clubhouse, but it's like a garage or some shit. Like that. That shit, man. Let me tell y'all what these old ladies was doing, who are old ladies now. Pray they're not watching, so they get any bright ideas. Lord have mercy, Uncle James. He wanted me to tell y'all this shit. And this channel old. This channel ain't new. I just be so devastated coming out of some channels. I be having to wrap my mind around what the fuck did I just come out of? That shit was, man. Some stuff you just poop. People talk that shit they don't want to discuss. You ain't seen shit unless you go to a channel with some shit you don't want to discuss. Because that's how I be coming out of some channels. Like, people be thinking I'm braggadocious or whatever. I be like, motherfucker don't know half of the shit I done seen in the channel. And I ain't never got the time to be sharing that shit. I'm still trying to get out of the trauma of just being there. You know what I'm saying? In the astral plane. The fuck? You gotta enter back in your body and get reacclimated that you're not in a fucking scary ass juke joint movie or some shit. Like, what the fuck was that? Baby, let me tell you. The women used to do shit to the men. I don't know if they used to drug them. They was so good at it that you didn't know. Like, did they hit this nigga in the head and drag him to the house? Kind of shit. I'm not lying. I am not lying. It's a song. And Uncle played it on his fucking station for me all the time. And it was so creepy. I'm like, who is this lady? You know what I'm saying? Was this like a witch that they gave a record deal to on purpose to re-trap niggas to put them in slavery? I'm trying to understand, honey. Oh my God. Like on some real shit. Take the man home. This man could be a I don't think y'all understand. This black man. This is a black film, okay, white people. Okay. This man could be whole ass married. It don't matter. She don't care. He's hers now. And that's it. Like that shit. When you get a woman with that, like, it's like misery. Like, what the fuck you mean? So I don't even know. Either they was hitting them over the head, putting something in their drink, doing something to get that man where she could get him to her place. It's almost like ran out of money or some shit and needed to, this was the opportunity to work whatever it is that her mama or whatever was passed down, like on some weird shit. Like, I'm not supposed to work. Somebody's supposed to take care of me. And even if I can't you know, I can't, they like almost already you know, programmed to think they couldn't get it on their own. The way to do it is to go get a man and then make him, you know, like make him into whatever you need him to be so that he's now your basically like a slave. Like also making the man be in charge, but it be somebody else's man, somebody that did not ask to go home with you. You know what I'm saying? On that kind of shit. On some wake up and don't know what the fuck your name is unless she tell you. You know what I'm saying? And your wife like, my husband missing kind of shit. Like, he went to a party last night. You know what I'm saying? But on the real deal, oh, baby, I ain't never come out no more. But he ain't caught it, y'all. Y'all hear what I'm saying? That shit was creepy as fuck. It's like, please, lady, look, I know, but I ain't your judge. Now go ahead on, lady. Some of them motherfuckers still is alive. But they can't die because they did some bullshit. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. Some motherfuckers be scared to die because they don't know if they balance out the scales from the shit that they was on. Y'all, it was called 100 Days. 100 days, 100 nights to get your man something. And this bitch was like, it's like a song. Listen to it. And they literally played this shit for 100 days and 100 nights. Whatever they would give to the man, it would keep him asleep for 100, like the song and whatever spell work they were doing. Okay, it's the initial get 'em. They would have this song playing. I looked at it. I seen the man in the basement, like a man in a basement. Her going to the record player, putting this shit on. And it's 100 days, 100 nights. And she's working her magic. Some shit like, oh, not like this. Fuck that. Because that's desecrating my word. Not like that. On some other weird shit, man. Like the candles these hoes, like I showed the lady throwing that shit in the thing. If you watch the prior reading, like that. Like, I'm going to show y'all through that card. Like 100 days, 100 nights. And then at the end of the 100 days, 100 nights, they would play that song nonstop for 100 days and 100 nights. And then the man would wake up and then she would tell him if his name was Peter, he didn't, yeah, like this. For real. He wouldn't know. He would think it's his house, you know, this is his wife kind of situation. Like, yeah, like she the wife, like she just, yeah, that's how he was. Like they just been here. Like you just wake up and you see this lady and you looking like, and she like, hey Steve, what's your name, Paul? And you like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, yeah, they had things sold like it was something they was putting in their dreams. I ain't capping. It ain't like they wouldn't know. Yeah, crazy. And a lot of them people that be having nervous breakdowns, people be somebody put something on their aunt or whatever, they aunt be the one that was doing that shit, and that shit just came and hit. You know what I'm saying? On some other shit. It's a generational curse, some shit that we was doing. That was weird as fuck. Yo, I'm not capping. Like, while that song was playing, she would literally be working her magic. Over cans of earth, same stuff we doing today, but back then. After I show y'all this, I'm gonna pop and then that's it. Cause it's too creepy. I want to get out of even talking about it because that shit. You know that shit is. Whew. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm looking at that shit, and what's even creepier, y'all? I tell no lies. I tell no lies. When COVID first hit, I was at Walmart, and this older black man, he looked like he came out of somebody's basement. That's what made me really want to channel to understand what the fuck. He looked like he had just woke up out of some shit like that. I ain't capping. So that means somebody still doing that shit. This is what I'm saying. His pinky would tell he was an old pimp. And it was on some, we about to turn the trap around to make him the hoe. Now we gonna be the pimp. Kind of shit, I'm not lying. His nail was like curled over. You know them ladies that be having the long nails where they be acrylic or all decorated and shit? No, his shit was like that, but it had fungus on it. Where the fuck you been? You look like you come out of a cave or a basement. He said, I'm so thirsty. I just need something to drink. And he was looking at the sun like he ain't seen the sun in fucking years. I'm like, what the fuck? I instantly got water out of my cart. I'm like, man, do not get up. I can't stay here with you, but do not just pop up and think you about to just walk off, because you are fucked up for real. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably real fragile, so I ain't trying to just up and calling no police and this and that, because that'd be a lot for people that's just coming out. They just trying to wrap their mind around what the fuck was that? That happened either after I went through the astral travel, or that's what kind of catapulted me into wanting to know what in the fuck was that. Cause bro looked like, I mean, he's like was like my dad, like could be my dad. So that let you know. And for on some real shit, he could have been sitting somewhere for like 2 years. But if somebody with that same mindset and shit getting bad, I need a man, but I'm too old and this and that. Next thing you know, putting some shit in a person's drink. You know what I'm saying? People are, man, come on, man. He an older man. If an older lady pull up and she ain't all that cute, I'm sure she could get him at least to go get some coffee or whatever. Even if it's like, black man that old taking a bus or something, man. A woman in a car, she can get that man in that car. He ain't gonna look at her as no threat. He ain't. I'm also trying to do the same thing because the psychology is still there. It's no different than a racist mind. You don't know what to do with it. Ain't nobody. Where is this something set up for that in America to help racist mind? What else I'm supposed to do? That's all I know. So what do you suggest? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep perpetuating whatever is in my fucking head. Fuck you deal with some shit like that. Somebody auntie that don't know when to knock it off on the witchcraft side, because all her mother taught her was that shit, and then all her mother taught her was that shit, and all her mother taught. It's gonna keep on. That's why I say you can't play with that kind of motherfuckers. Just get away from them until motherfuckers figure out what to do. Because this ain't my country. It is, but look, come on. You know, everybody want to, you know, be the man, be the woman, you know, well, be it. What y'all doing? Because it's big shit going on. Y'all acting like y'all don't have a clue. For real. Like it's playing 100 days, 100 nights. You know what I'm saying? She put this shit in this drink, get him in the car, drag him down in the basement. I'm watching this shit, y'all. Put the record on the record player. 100. It's an actual song. You can go listen to it. You can go Google it. Just put in 100 days, 100 nights, old song or some shit. It should come up. I ain't capping. I don't know what lady sung that. I don't give a fuck. She's dead now, but I wouldn't want to do nothing for her. Okay, I don't have nothing against her, but I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Drag the man down the stairs to the basement. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's like a house in the south, in a back dark, wherever that's like a fucking basement. Okay. Have her whine, like I showed y'all the wife energy. Go put that shit on. 100 nights. And whatever those 100 days and 100 nights, she's still working magic with whatever tools they had at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? Could put some, yeah, she did. It was some more shit. Like if he coming to, then it's something in the drink. Drink that kind of shit. I ain't capping. I was like, man, get me the fuck out of here. Because when I say weird, baby, weird. And goodbye. Oh, nope. No, ma'am. Hell no. I don't want to know the rest of the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know what happened to Hunks. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people's fathers and shit got doomed. Yeah, man. Got totally took out of a 10 of cups situation. I'm talking about in the 80s, the 90s. On some shit. playing that record. Peep game though. Like, you could have somebody known. Oh, some real shit. That's what Uncle's trying to say. Oh, he about to make me throw up. You really can. You can trick somebody like that, especially in the 80s and the 90s, and now it's kind of getting back to that time. For real. Especially if you was pimping or you was fine or anything, man, y'all just do not know what I saw. Somebody could have got somebody's father in the 80s and the fucking 90s, baby, off of that song, and just because it's ingrained in that curse. You know what I'm saying? And it was that time. He not unfamiliar with the song. It's a whole new era. Niggas wearing whatever the fuck. And like, you want to come to my house or something to drink? You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it. Like, yeah, go over there. They listening to Uncle James Brown, Uncle Marvin Gaye, and then that song comes. They just perfected the crafts. Probably make it easier, you know what I'm saying? On how they do their witchcraft. Where it ain't so barbaric, knock a nigga in the head and drag him out, you know what I'm saying? But it's more suggestive, it's more resolute. You know what I'm saying? Playing mind games. And he right there drinking the drink. Don't know something in that motherfucker because they still doing that shit. Talk about this was the jam. I remember my mama used to play this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Some old ass witches on some trash. They gotta go the fuck head on. Yeah, don't even bring it here, Grandma. Just go. I'm trying to tell you. I do not give a fuck. You are not my elder. You're not. I don't want to learn nothing. Go talk to your God. You repent like a motherfucker. Y'all may have some of this shit in y'all bloodline. Virgo, Leo energies. You know what I'm saying? For real. We're customers. For real. Yeah, man. Weird shit going on, players. Like, I got these gifts, but something is funny. A girl told me that. This girl came and spent some money with me. She was really on some money magic shit, but she was cool. I ain't had no problem with her. It was kind of serendipitous how we met, but then again, I'm in the nation, so they be planning people everywhere. You would think it's a regular person, and somebody be done paid them to say something to me in order to get in my house. You know what I'm saying? That candy shit. Yeah. But she was saying she come from a lineage of fucked up witches, but she don't want to be like that. She was really struggling with that shit because she felt it. She felt that that's something she was supposed to do, and she was. You could tell she was. You could tell she was. You know, but she didn't know what to do. People don't want to take no class. I'm just not giving out no free information. People will try to get a tarot reading in order to get shaman coaching classes. Like, no. No, it's not the same thing. Two totally different monsters, honestly. I understand where you're trying to go, but I can't go that way because there ain't really no way for me to get there. It's two separate streets. I try to help as much as I can because I really be empathetic because I get it. It's really heavy. Dealing with my own shit, you know? And from dealing with it, I know how it goes. I know certain stuff, so I can teach about it and tell you what to look out for, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, some of y'all are meant to be the person that breaks the generational curses, completes that kind of shit going on. That kind of shit you want to, though. You don't even give a fuck if you die trying to get rid of, uproot that shit. Because you don't want no, man, who the fuck still doing this, okay? Because that's what you really trying to tell me. That's what y'all trying to get across. You know what I'm saying? This man's father just literally ascended and sat on my fucking couch. I seen him in the spirit. I seen him. I'm like, what's up? But I can see why. I still got all this stuff going on and I'm seeing his son. What the fuck you think you doing? He sat on the couch just like that. However, through that channel, that's how I start really channeling with him, making him coffee, making sure his Jesus candle was lit in the morning. Because I understood why he was sitting on my couch after that channel. I would be sitting on my couch too if a bitch had something going on with anything that looked familiar to some shit I went through that they think they about to be doing to my motherfucking son. I ain't had no problem with it at all. I didn't have a problem with it then because I wasn't doing shit. But it's like, damn, Gazoo, could you warn me that you was just coming in? What's up? You know what I'm saying? He just sat there on some, like, watching me, didn't say shit. I'm like, oh, you got big balls. Really? And clearly, my ancestors allowed him to enter. So he must be on some type of giant status that he's even... Man, come on. I get dark shit. That was like literally a person. Just in a spirit form. And I don't see spirit like that. So it's almost like wanting me to see him. And even for what he had to do to make sure I saw him sitting on his couch seeing me. But he wasn't saying shit, just watching what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, whatever. Because they ain't got time for that shit. I got a multiplicity of shit going on over here. I got a feeling you this dude's dad. But your son is the reason I got all this shit going on. Like I'm in a circus trying to do this. Light the stage. Get this shit out of here. Go fuck up my alchemy. I'm trying to break generational curses and help people with mental trauma. I'm not thinking about no damn doing something to your son, man. After that channel, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. You want some coffee? For real. Like, that shit crazy. Gonna steal somebody's whole ass husband. I don't know what this is about, Virgo, Leo customers. I don't know why Uncle James Brown shows y'all. Maybe I pray it helps somebody. But baby, yeah, man, some people hurting for some old ass shit they ain't even got nothing to do with. But it's almost like their obligation to, yeah, break the curse. That's why this shit came out double time. This is hurt upon hurt. And ain't nobody doing shit about it. You gotta do something about it. You can't punk out now. You cannot punk out now. Come to the way you started from. For real. This shit trifling. Some of y'all got gifts. And you can't even operate in it properly because you just so feeling like you come from you hear so much about the witches in your family and they actually were bad. It's not a rumor or nothing. And you the good one? That's heavy, man. People just be sitting there, just mirroring their ancestors over and over again. And some ancestors really do learn their lesson when they go to the other side. And they really do want somebody to... And what's so crazy, those type of ancestors, man, they will fight for you because they realize where they made the mistake and they didn't ever want to do no shit like that. They had plans for their life when they was a little girl, you know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. But you be so looking at all that you would have to do to break it, shit, you be like, fuck, you be just like this. Try to find some people that's normal, you know what I'm saying? And then end up back in some shit like this within your family. Where it's forced for you to look at it, but you don't really want to because you don't see the blessing in it. And it's a whole slew of ancestors like, please, fight for us. We was wrong. We was doing the magic, honey. Please, we want to get out of here, honey, please. You know what I'm saying? For real. You should do the work. Ancestors will be big dead sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's true. And sometimes that's where your money be at. And your burden that you don't want to you don't want to bear. God, I know you can bear that burden because it's your shit, it's your family, and you need to go ahead and just tighten up and do what you need to do because ain't nobody there answering the call. Because ain't man, come on, it be too much shit going on. Everybody ain't me. I'm very aware of that shit. People be talking and they be hashtagging generational curses, but they ain't doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is terrible. Oh my God, I pray this helps somebody. I don't know why he had me come on here and tell y'all this, but if you feel the vibe, like, share, and subscribe. I really do pray it helps somebody to break something or how the courage to just stand up against something that you see and really work. You really got to study it and really get into yourself. You'll do shit at your house. When you do it at your house, that keep people away that you working to help because they ain't doing the work.